One of the areas of weakness we see within B4T, within the world that we move in these days, is accountability.
I think mentoring and coaching, I think it's very important, especially in our day and age. We need each other. We need other people in our life I'd say the accountability is huge, especially when you're working overseas.
When you go into a new situation, where you don't know all the answers or whatever, having somebody that's been there before, a couple steps down the road is so helpful. So having somebody you can go to with kind of those questions, somebody that can encourage you in those bad times when you're having a hard time, and you can say, hey, I've been there. Look, this is what you're going to see as we move ahead.
A mentor is someone who offers advice when we don't want it, but we need it.
Mentors will oftentimes help us to see a problem that's out on the horizon, that hasn't happened yet, that's coming.
For me, mentor, as I mentioned, is sort of all of life. Somebody's going to ask you a question about your kids, how are your kids doing, or your parenting, but also how is it going with your coworkers? Have you been an encouragement to them this week? What are the challenges you have?
We really never got mentored as a married couple.
Yes.
In the way we got mentored when we were on the field. We just saw the value of that in not just the things that were visible, like success in ministry, but the things like your marriage and family life, and how we were making heart choices towards our work, towards each other,
yes,
that matter to God. And I think that really in mentoring, that's what you get at with people, and that's how you can challenge and encourage them.
Mentors will oftentimes help us to see a problem that's out on the horizon, that hasn't happened yet, that's coming.
I think doing business made us unique and weird, especially in the worker community. Not to the locals, but to the worker community. And it was easy to feel isolated and alone. But our mentors always supported us. When I had a good business day and I made a lot of money, I could text my mentor and say, hey, I made a lot of money today, and he was just as excited as I was.
We all need mentoring relationships, and it's really easy in the world today to think, oh, I'll just Facebook with my friends or send an email out once a month to tell people how I am. But having a mentor is somebody who desires to be more involved, and it's a humbling thing because it's saying, oh, I need somebody, but we need it. I need it. God created us to need people, elders, to speak into our lives. And so without that, man, there's so many lies that I would be believing right now that are running my life, whereas my mentor helped to just cut those out and speak truth into my life.
Having somebody walking alongside me on the personal side made a huge difference.